heading to the Millewa Football League, and Matt Kelly is with us. G'day, Matt. How are you?
Morning, Flyman.
Well, I tell you, they did tell me you've been dropped from the Werribee side, to play Moringa, the arch enemy, this weekend. But they did tell me that they brought in a Brownlow medalist to replace you. What's going on up there at Werribee?
Yeah, he's probably got his credentials have probably got me covered. He's a three-time premiership player and a Brownlow medalist, Hall of Famer, etc. So I'll be running the messages again. Jason Ackermanis will be a nice little addition to the Werribee Pies side.
I reckon he will be. It's going to be great. But let's go back a week. Moringa took a good effort over to Nanjalok. They kicked 6-5, which I think is admirable, given that they're a new group and just trying to build together. Nanjalok kicked 31-16 to win it comfortably, but that's a good sign that Moringa are getting a score.
Most certainly, that's an improvement for them on their first few games, and Moringa have got some good players, so it's just been a matter of them continuing to gel together, and kicking half dozen goals was solid enough for them, and I'm sure they'll have learnt a lot from that outing. But certainly Nanjalok are when Werribee played them earlier in the season, very impressed by Nanjalok, and they've got lots of forwards, lots of marking options. So.
A very good side, yeah. They are 9 goals to Blaine Grills and Benjamin Mansell and Kurt Freer, 5 and 4. So they certainly have got those.
For sure, yeah. Ben Mansell is playing well. Bit of an evergreen. He's played plenty of games for Nanji, and just keeps on popping up. He very good player, and one of their coaches, Freer, up forwards, pretty tough to stop as well.
I tell you what, Melly Kilatagi kicked 2 goals. Been waiting to say that name. He played pretty well, Melly. And Josh Tiswell and Matt Crest joined him. Damick Jones and Matty Golding and Philip Smith all put in a hard effort, and goals off the boot of Damick Jones, Paul Lamau, Lucas Pettit and Philip Smith all getting goals to add to Melly's good efforts up forward in that game. That Werribee, 9 goals won, done by Golgol, 30 goals, 17. But that was okay too, because again, Golgol, very strong side, but you never gave up, and at half-time they had 4 goals on the board to 11. They sort of extended the lead in that last half. They really did go away with it.
Yeah, they've picked up a lot of players. Golgol, they did lose a fair few in the off-season, but they've more than covered them, and they're a stronger side now than last season. So they're going pretty well. Lots of little mosquito fleet everywhere. Lots of runners, and they move the ball really quickly and cleanly. So Golly are looking pretty good, and they've certainly got some able to kick a good score too. Some multiple avenues to go.
They did have Gareth Collinson with 10, Conan Darby and Bailey Pengelly both booted 6. I reckon that's a pretty good effort from the young boy from Oyen, Pengelly there. And Zach Pullman with 3 goals for your blokes, along with Kai Thompson, a couple, and Pat Carter, Joel Perry and James Scutcheon and Dean Smith all got 1. Dave Fevaliki, Joel Parry, Dylan Scutcheon, Kai Thompson, Patrick Carter and James Scutcheon were the better players for the Pies, who'll be improved this week with the incoming Jason Ackermanis. We'll talk about that in a moment, because the big game of the round, and I want your opinion on this. Cardross have beat Bamble 12-5-77 to 8-9-57, and we've got a new league leader.
Yeah, the Cardi boys are up and about, and I'm pretty sure I tipped them last week, Flowman, if you go back through the archives. So I was fairly bullish about Cardi's chances this season. They've as I've mentioned previously, they've recruited well, and they've very even lot of players. So I think Bamble may have had a couple of guys out, so that might have helped them a touch. But I think the Cardi boys are putting the runs on the board early.
They certainly are. Well, it's a very interesting season. We've got the girls' results too from last week. We'll have a quick look at those. And the girls from Werribee, 10-17, beat Golgol, no score. A great performance from your girls. And they look like they're bound for a premiership glory, these girls. They're really putting it on a show at the moment.
Oh, we don't want to call that too early, Flo, man. You know what happens there. So. But I think the girls have been training very well and have got some very good players. So the Golly girls certainly gave a huge effort in that game. But Yeah, the Werribee girls have got a lot of polish.
Yeah, they have.
This season, so they are going to be very, very difficult to beat.
And Courtney Sandeman, 3. Sena Charles and Emerson Lehu both booted 2. And Courtney Sandeman, Lorraine Lowison, one of your best ones, and Emerson Lehu. Shanika Kirby-Wilson and Alexandra Wellington and Jade Johnson got your better players. Emma Daly and Casey Camira were the good players for Goal. Other match that was played, Cardross, 4-6 to beat Bamble 2-3. Moringa girls had the bye. You've got some netty results too for us.
We've got in the Werribee girls games, the under-15s was a bit of a battle though for our little ones, but overall it was a good competitive game at netball. Goal got 26 goals to Werribee's 6. Young Riley was the best player there. In the under-18s, Werribee had a win there, 31 to Goal 21, and Jasmine was the best player there. In the C grade, one of our sort of families is the O'Days, Chelsea O'Day, the young in there. She played a super game up forward in goal attack, and Werribee won 34 to 27. In the B grade, Goal were too good, 29 to Werribee's 26, and keeping the O'Day family, Tracy O'Day was best on court there. And in the A grade, there's a strong win by Werribee over a very good goalie side. Werribee 44 to Goal 32 with our goal attack, wing attack legend who just floats around the court. Brooke the Chook Watson awarded the best on there.
Good on Brooke the Chook. Now, how about the Moringa girls? How did they go?
In the Moringa versus Nanji games, Moringa had a really big win in the under-15s. Moringa 47 goals to Nanji 8, and best on there was Rachel Nakla. In the C grade, we had Nanji, a really close game that one, Nanji 24 and Moringa just getting them with 25, so it was a super game that one. Best on was Hayley McIntosh. In the B grade, Moringa went down in that one, 27 to Nanji 42, with Sandy Anson best on there. And Sandy in the B grade, I think she'll be, I've seen her play, I think she'll be pushing for a A-grade selection this week. So she's putting her name up there for running the ones this week. And in the A grade, Nanji have got a pretty good side there, and they were far too strong for Moringa, beating them 52 to 27 with Susie Wilson awarded the best for Moringa there.
Good stuff from the girls. We go to the senior men's football and this week's matches, and we'll get you to call it the two sides that are trying to push for the top as Bamble and Goal at Mildura Senior College. How did Bamble win this?
Well, I think home ground advantage certainly helps them. It's a much tighter ground, but the senior college compared to Golly's home ground. Golly's home ground, goes on for days, so it's a huge oval. That one for Golly, so it gives their runners plenty of option to get out wide. But Bamble have got some really good good avenues to goal. They've picked up a couple of Hura boys from Orimple who are playing really good footy. And obviously Congress up in front of the sticks will give them a good chance. But I think on Golly's form that I saw firsthand last week, I think they might get the chocolates in this one.
Cardross play Nandalock or Danji down there at Cardross. This is an arch rivals game.
Yeah, it certainly is. They have some very physical games, these two sides. So we no love lost here again. I think Cardi will continue on their winning form. They've come off a good win last week, and I think on their home ground, I think Cardi boys will be too strong.
And this is the big one, the Jason Ackermanis coming into the very powerful Magpies Werribee outfit, seeing the legend Matt Kelly dropped from the side for the number 21 to be worn by the great man, the Brownlow medalist from the Brisbane Lions. Werribee take on Moringa at Lake Coloraine on the Werribee side. Yes,
well, I think the Pies will be too good. In this one, we'll be certainly buoyed by the showing of Acker. But the Moringa boys, when we played the first round, the first game of the season, the game was even at half time. So it could have gone either way. Werribee just ran over at the end. But I'd expect a much closer showing this week by Moringa. They've got some players that can kick some goals, and they're getting a bit of match fitness and gelling as a team now too. So I'd expect not much in it, but there's no way I can tip against the Werribee boys.
Yeah, she's going to be interesting too because Melly is going to come up against Akka, so that ought to be quite an interesting thing to see those two running around on the same footy field. How do you see the girls' outfit? They should have a pretty good effort to win over Moringa.
Yeah, the Werribee girls will be too strong. I would expect. Once again, I think the Moringa girls I know are certainly gelling together and improving week in, week out. But the Werribee girls, very well drilled side, and they will be too strong. So they'd be expecting a win for sure.
Yeah, certainly they go a bit deeper in numbers on the list here as I look through to the numbers that the girls from Moringa have put up. But it should be great to see the girls out there. The other match, of course, for the day is between Bamble and Golgol. We look forward to talking to you, Matt Kelly, and who and how Akka goes, whether he kicks a goal or two. And it would be great for the clubs and for the league to have, the Millewa League, to have Akka come along and play for you blokes. Have a great weekend.
Yeah, thanks so much, Flo, man. Yeah, fully agree that having someone of Acca's stature in the competition obviously would be good for Werribee, have him in our side, but it's also it'd be great for the Moringa boys to be playing against him, and hopefully we can get plenty of people along there to have a look and enjoy the day. So thanks for that, Flo, man, and go Pies.